We live, baby. Let me first start off by saying, I swear to God, I'm not always gonna be eating on these damn streams. I feel like for the last, I feel like for the last 4 or 5 streams, I've been eating on camera, and I swear that's not the type of stream this is. It isn't. It really isn't. In my defense, this time, chat, I'm always on at dinner time. Yeah. Not just that, but it took me 3 hours to get home from work today because of the fog, and it set me back on everything. And I had already given a time of 7:30. I didn't want to start late, so I'm gonna be eating a little bit on a goddamn stream. But that aside, thank you for everyone for popping in. One of my favorite parts of the week. Thank you for gassing me up like this. Oh, KZ is Kai. What's going on, Kai? Am I saying it right? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for coming in here. Okay. Y'all banging with my brother's new song? Can we stay? I like it a lot. I always mess with him when he drops a new song. I love his music, but I always mess with it because I can imagine him singing it when I see them, you know. So I see like his facial expressions. Can we stay? It's stuck in my head too. My sister made. Sorry, I'm getting myself together. My sister made chili. Chili over rice with some cheese and sour cream. You should be. You should be, because it's absolutely fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Is it gonna fuck my stomach up? Absolutely. It definitely goes better with tacos, but with the right chili, bro, I'm trying to tell you, it goes off. You only put a little bit on the side. It sets it off, for sure. But normally, yeah, I gotta have sour cream on my tacos and burritos. That's a given. Mexican's my favorite type of food. We had a whole debate in here a couple streams ago about that, I think. I think the question for the chat was, if you could have one type of food for the rest of your life, so you can order anything you want, but it has to be under the same genre of food, what would you pick? And my answer is Mexican, for sure, without a second thought. So here's the thing. I love Asian cuisine, but what part of Asia? It's not specific enough for me. You saying like Japanese, like hibachi, and all that kind of stuff? You saying Chinese, Thai? What are we talking about? What Asian cuisine are we saying is better than everything else? Because you can only pick one. Korean or Japanese? Nah, but you gotta pick one. There's no ors in this conversation. I gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. Agreed. Agreed. Not to be a weeb. Too late. Too late. Starting it off with not to be a weeb automatically makes you a weeb. Welcome to the gang. We're all weebs in here. Korean is an interesting pick, but let me ask you this. Name me like... I'm not trying to talk about my mouthful, I'm sorry. Name me like 3 Korean dishes that you would eat. Because remember, you're stuck with this for the rest of your life. So what are 3 Korean dishes you think that you like fuck up? Like, oh yeah, like I know for a fact I go to these. Because if it's Mexican or Japanese, I know what I'm gonna eat. Because Japanese is my second pick. If I have a second pick, it would be Japanese. When we were discussing it, I was stuck between Mexican and Japanese. But then I was like looking up Japanese and Mexican restaurants, and I'm just like, I just feel like Mexican's the better pick. Bimbap. Can't pronounce the second one. I have no idea what army stew is, but you know you're 3. You know you're 3. I've never heard of none of that. I know Korean barbecue. I know kimchi, which I don't like. I know that Korean fried chicken is superior to like all fried chicken. And I hate to say that as a black man, but it is. Korean fried chicken is fucking amazing. And I know duck duck, which is disgusting. It's like this weird gummy... It's like this weird gummy noodle, but it's not a noodle. It's like if... So you know how those big noodles have a hole in the center? Imagine if that hole was filled up. Like a solid chunk of noodle. Like that. And it's chewy, served with like cheese and other stuff and vegetables. Oh god, dude. I can't. You thought I was Puerto Rican? That's okay. My best friend is Puerto Rican. He'll probably hop in here at some point tonight. But no, I'm not. I'm black. I'm actually black and Native American. My mother is damn near 100% Native American. If I get her to pop up on the stream, you'd see her. But yeah. Yeah, I'm black and Native American. With some white mixed in there, but I'm gonna say black and Native American only. No offense to any white viewers. Wait, what are you, Kai? I want to ask now. Now I'm interested. The question's on you now, my friend. Puerto Rican is so funny. I should just went with it. Like, yeah, actually I am. Start speaking Spanish. He's an African American big BBW. What a fucking typo. Yo. Son. That is so funny. That is some funny shit, dude. First time in the stream, he already done slipped up. Yeah, it's the best typo in a while, it is. I know, in real time. And it's funny because he knew that he fucked up. African American BBW enter. No, he knew immediately. Like his next message just came up so quick. They came up so quick. The dude knew right off jump. It's funny as shit, man. It's funny. That's facts. Alright, that's cool. Thanks for letting me know. Spider Lily, how's my audio today compared to yesterday? So I got two theories on what happened to my audio, right? Either A, it has something to do with Elden Ring, because every time I play Elden Ring, my audio fucks up. Or B, I think it's because, you know, Gitch was using that old fucking Xbox. I think it might have caused something there. So while I have you guys in here, who is excited for the Sonic movie, boy? I'm so fucking turned up, bro. I'm so hyped for Sonic 3. You don't understand. I'm so fucking hyped. I'm so hyped. God, it took me a second to adjust to Keanu Reeves' shadow, but I have no complaints. I think it's gonna be a really good movie. Yeah, it's gonna be peak. It's gonna be peak. I want to see if they play Live and Learn. Now that would be peak. Why not? You weren't a fan of the first two movies? We are in. Come on, stream elements. Chill the fuck out. We are in a complete agreement. Like, the first movie was. How can I word it? As a Sonic fan, the first movie to me was a family-friendly road trip movie to get people who are not necessarily Sonic fans into the film. And once it was successful, they knew the second movie could be geared more towards us, like eagle-eyed fans who would be really into the shit. Like we're gonna peep all the references and stuff. And then this third one, they're going hard because the guy who's writing it is the one who did like what, Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. So there's no way it's gonna be bad. They kind of given away the plot with Robotnik and his granddad in the same room. I guess they're making him the main villain this time. Amy, I hope she's part of the cast. I keep seeing the theories that she was what's the word? That she's like removed from certain scenes because of the spacing. Like you'll see the three of them and then there's like a fourth space there. And I saw theories that people said that she's gonna be in the film like probably halfway through, which is why all the trailers seem to be around the same time. Like if you notice, the trailers seem to be around the same point in the movie. They even released the whole Shadow versus Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails scene, so it's clearly going to be very early in the film. The theory is that Amy's going to pop up like halfway through, and I wonder what her origin is. I guess it'll be the same as Tails, right? She's from another dimension where there's more animals like them. Because I know they're never going to call it Mobius, but for the sake of conversation, Tails is from Mobius or whatever world he's from. And he was a fan of Sonic when he sought him out in the second film. At the end of the first film. So there's got to be a world where there's a bunch of them like that. So I'm imagining that's probably how Amy will get there. But that's just a theory I saw. I don't know if they're going to introduce her halfway through. I'm not necessarily sold on the theory, but that's just what I heard. Is that she'll be the theory that she'll appear about halfway through the film, and possibly Rouge, but I don't see them adding Rouge and Amy in the movie at the same time. I feel like it's gonna be Amy, because Amy and Shadow gotta have that Maria moment anyway. I feel like it's gonna be Amy, and then the after credit scene, the first one will probably be Rouge working for Gunn, and the second one will probably be Silver in the future, in the Doom future. Because they said it's like what, three after credit scenes. I just can't imagine all the after credit scenes being Amy, Silver, Rouge. Like that'd be, I don't see that. Yeah, yeah. I use Mobians, so even though now they just call it Sonic's World, and they name the different parts of the islands now, and like all the places that we've been to in Sonic Unleashed and in the classic Sonic games are all canon. It's like South Island, West Island, Spagonia, all that shit is canon. But I still use the term Mobian, and I think that IDW should take Mobian. I just think it sounds cooler than Sonic's race when somebody's referring to it that's not part of their race, which is rare. But yeah, that's the theories I read online. Now my personal want is none of them actually. My personal want, I know people are going to disagree with me. I don't even want it to be the Bio Lizard. To be honest, I don't want the Bio Lizard to pop up in the film. I know he's going to, but I think if they're trying to deviate from the games, it'd be dope as shit to have like a super powered Mecha Sonic waiting for Sonic and Shadow at the end. Kind of a reference to the Flash games where Mecha Sonic went super and was whooping the fuck out of them. I think that should be so tough. Having a mechanized Sonic because Shadow defects to the good side the last second, but he's really not a mechanized Sonic, just a mechanized Sonic, I guess, who is like Shadow and Sonic together, and they got to tag team him, would be so fucking tough. But they're not gonna do it. It's definitely gonna be the Bio Lizard. They're gonna stay true to Sonic Adventure 2. But I'm just sad that we completely skipped Chaos. Despite all the Chaos Easter eggs in the second movie, they skipped Chaos, and now they went to Sonic Adventure 2 with no Chaos, no Bio Lizard. Well, probably Bio Lizard, but no Metal Sonic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No Metal Sonic, no Mecha Sonic, no Metal Sonic. Yeah, none of it. So that's made me the most sad. Like I'm excited to see Shadow, but like Metal Sonic is the first enemy. And when it ended with Jim Carrey's Eggman talking about how he has his power and he had a little thing, I thought for sure at least the second movie was going to end with them scrapping with Metal Sonic, but they didn't. I wonder why they seem to be so opposed with introducing Metal Sonic. He's like a core reoccurring enemy for Sonic in the gang. I completely agree. Or at the very least, because we knew Knuckles was going to turn at least halfway through the movie to the good team, Eggman should have manipulated Knuckles as he did, and when Knuckles turns heel, the final boss should not have been the Death Egg robot. I think it should have been Metal Sonic, not Mecha, Metal Sonic first, and then the Death Egg robot. Like it should have just followed the game through, and then the after credit scenes could have introduced Amy. They could have knocked that all out in the second film, and then movie 3 could have been Shadow. But there's no way they're going past this movie without introducing Amy. I refuse to believe it. She's 110% being introduced in this film, some way, shape, or form. So if they go kind of like, classic, modern, classic, what they could be doing is, damn, what they could be doing for real is, the second movie takes from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. This movie goes Sonic Adventure. So they might go back, have Sonic travel somewhere in the fourth film, and it kind of follows Sonic CD, introducing both Amy and Metal Sonic. So they might do these jumping back and forth, because that's technically what they did. The first movie doesn't follow any Sonic movie. I mean, any Sonic game, but the second one closely relates to the classic games. So they could. Do I want that? No, but they could. I think an even cooler plot twist would be, instead of Bio Lizard having it be Chaos, that should be so cool. All right. Dance break. I participated in the dance break. I needed to put the Millie Rock in Fortnite. I knew they were back there, but it was too late. They flanked around and forced the spawn reset.
Concussion grenade out.
I gotta warm up. Get off me.